You know, and the Mars, like the Inkswell doesn't feel as good, right? You have the Lifestealer who can just Q it. You have the Pango who easily swashbuckles away. IO can get away pretty easily. The Mars is going to be great in team fights, but I think at laning phase, he's going to struggle a little bit.
Did game sounds cut out for anyone else? Oh, there they are.
They're back.
All right, cool.
And let's see. Oh, it is the Queen of Pain we've been seeing more and more of.
Sassy Queen of Pain. My goodness.
I feel... DP doesn't hate this lane. I mean, Quab should do better, but DP doesn't hate it. Early base damage and attack animation's actually better, but once you get like 2 or 3 points of Shadow Strike, it's annoying since you can't Spirit Siphon. She'll just blink away. I still just like Ego Boys. I always go with more team fight and more creep clear, and honestly, Infamous has a ton of creep clear, but then you just go to the team fight. It feels like Ego Boys has much better.
I just realized that Whisper is playing the Pangolier.
He is? Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. So it's the it's Schofield Tiny
Schofield
Stinger
Tiny.
IO.
That's going to be interesting.
It's nice when you have 3 tiny players,
All
and you
right.
can put them on any of them.
What do you think, boys? Whose draft are we liking better? Who do we think is going to win?
I
think
think
Eagle
the
Boys.
Ego Boys with this heavy team fight lineup looking really good.
So.
They have pretty much all the boxes checked, besides maybe a little bit more control for this Queen of Pain.
But Pocket Net.
Nope. Natter. You get 1 hit, that's about it. I agree. I'm with that. I think Infamous, once again, they probably will have a little bit better lanes. It's going to be a lot like last game, but I think Infamous can they could win this game if they have a good mid game. It's just going to be tough. So I'll go Ego Boys too. What about you, Moxxi?
I'm going to go Infamous.
Okay, why?
Cat Burgers. Well, first of all, they have an IO. And
Okay, you love
a big
IO.
IO. Yeah. Last time that I doubted Whisper, too, when he was on the Silencer in the off lane. He
True.
ended up going hard. So I like... I'm going to go with them. Also because, you know, it's always more interesting if we're all picking something a little different, right?
True.
God, they're back and we're going.
Yo.
I don't get this taunt. Why would she be all rainbows?
She's dancing. Hitting that booty do. Shout out to the G5 boys. No one knows what the hell I'm talking about.
As per usual.
Yeah.
As per usual, even when I'm talking about Dota, no one knows what the hell I'm talking about half the time. I'm curious to see how Death Prophet versus Queen of Pain's gonna go. I always like seeing how Death Prophets do, because it's weird to me. She has a very strange attack animation, but high base damage. Spirit Siphon's good, but you go against someone who can just disjoint it. I'm always curious to see if Death Prophet can still farm.
I'm worried that the fact that you just keep spamming that Shadow Dagger on her, it's going to really start to hurt after a while.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does. And the fact you can't leech any light. You might see her actually using Spirit Siphon on creeps to heal up. I don't know. I've seen it a few times.
They're aggroing, it looks like, too. Speaking of changes to IO, it's also pretty cool now that you can actually tether to Magic Meter turns,
Yes,
right? So
that's
this
a
is
good one.
super nice for Hector. I don't know, I have a lot of faith in Hector.
Dude, what if they made it IO so you could tether an enemy and you just do the same stuff but negative? So like you get the negative move speed or whatever. Like they get the same move speed as you and you don't have boots or something. That'd be dope. Yeah, but you'd slow it in. You'd be the suicidal like bomb support.
Yeah, I think IO is already a bit overpowered. We don't need that stuff.
That's true. Looks like 2 for 2 runes.
Alrighty.
No, 3 for 1 runes for Infamous, so
And
they get the early lead.
They're dodging. And we seeing Hector go bottom. Just IO walking his little pet here through the mid lane. Sup, guys? Yo.
IO definitely does not want to lane versus Warlock. That's like one of the worst lanes possible for that hero.
Try a bit harder next time.
All right, so we've seen a lot of... I'm glad. Like, for a long time, no one did team swaps or lane swaps except for, like, the Tier 1 teams. But now you're seeing a lot more teams.
Such a lie,
What?
Grant. SA has been doing that forever. I've had them swap, like, I don't know how many times.
Yeah, I know. I don't really watch Tier 7 Dota as much as that.
Get
No,
out.
I'm saying it. If,
To
like,
the airlock
if you
with
think about
you.
it, like even 6-7 months ago, you'd see like Secret, they're gonna swap lanes, and then you have like this really bad matchup, and teams are like, well, we're not gonna commit, like we're not gonna waste a level running up top. We'd rather just get 1 CS. And now it feels like literally every team, even open qualifiers, I was watching people lane swap, and I was like, all right, finally.
Yeah, but you need to stop at one point.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just keep swapping because you don't have a favorable matchup.
Yeah.
But also, you lose and win during those swaps. So depends who starts swapping first. That's why Chen is such a good hero, because you can always have the favorable matchup.
Yep, Chen, Furion. That's why those heroes are always great. I'm surprised. What happened? I thought Nature's probably got buffed a little bit. The ulti, adding 3 more hits to it, which is a ton more damage globally. Did the hero just like... I didn't think it ever got nerfed.
He
I'm just
got nerfed.
surprised.
His Treants got nerfed.
True.
Oh, we're ready to go. Looks like Grimstroke's trying to possibly get a courier snipe and help to secure the mid lane for his.
What items does Quap have? Because you have to look at it and you have to assume he's going to bring out the
Yeah,
flask.
they're headed
There it
out
is.
now.
Yep. Not smoked up anymore, though, so
No.
see you later.
Look at this little guy. Look
Wait,
at him.
he's going
Oh.
back. Yeah, and they know.
They know.
This is good, right? Last game, or 2 games ago, we saw the Courier Snipe versus a Ricky. You can't do it. They don't see a Grimstroke. They're not even going to let the Courier.
And you can already see Schofield's making rotation, figuring the Grimstroke has got to be around that area.
Yep, boots
What's going
first.
on, Eagle Boys?
Look at that HP. Tiny 800 HP level 1. 0 armor, but that is a lot of HP.
It's like Peruvian internet strikes again.
I mean, does that happen when they're playing public games as well? Do you have internet problems?
You have a lot of pauses.
45
Yeah.
times a day?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I cast NA pubs, because all SA players play on US East, you get a lot of pauses and disconnects. It's just bad internet infrastructure.
Welcome to SA Dota.
Infrastructure, that's a good
Yes,
word.
infrastructure.
Got some reconnects. We'll see if it's a G or an R.
I see you got
The
smarter
G.
there, Grant, using some fancy ass
Yep,
words,
yep.
infrastructure.
Oh, good. I'm finally starting to rub off.
Still paused up. We saw someone type G, but the enemy team still. Maybe they went to P. There's
I
the other
don't
G.
believe so.
And let's go. The best part is we're not even done with these I guess you guys aren't doing NA, but luckily Ritsu did qualify, so we'll get plenty of pauses
the
over in the
bathroom
NA scene
pause,
too.
Right at the, I swear, I think he used to do that to PPD just to annoy him.
He might have, but I also heard he does slam a monster. Literally, he slams one before every single game.
Oh my
He
God.
actually does. Yes.
That's dangerous. Oh, the toss back
What up?
though, Matthew.
He's dead.
You are on the wrong side of the river, my friend.
Nice play. That's Tiny for you in a nutshell.
Very
So
nice.
much
Ooh,
kill
and the
potential.
tips, man. Everybody is just Sass Master 5000 today.
It's nice.
I like it.
Dude, everyone has a lot of CS already. 4 people above 7. No one's really denying anything. Damn, already doing neutral super early.
Chasing after Tomato over here. Get one little hit off. Again, you get the Warlock in the bottom lane. Facing
Wait,
off
Queen of
with-
Pain has 3 CS while DP had 10.
Oh, I didn't even know she was doing that. I saw everyone had like above 8. Yes, Queen of Pain's struggling. Wow.
Tomato. They're going to be able to get Stinger.
Oh, yeah.
They've got the Fatal Bonds. They also get a kill on Whisper in the top lane. Tomato's still alive and kicking here. They haven't been able to quite take him down. One more hit, though.
Dude, this is Warlock. That was a 2v3 gank. You kill the enemy hero first, and then you get because you have a dual lane top, you get a kill up there as well. And that is the Mars Grim. That lane is so strong.
And this is not what we usually see, at least not in South America, where they sacrifice the Mars. This is going to be one farmed Mars.
Yep.
I love this. A casual bracer on this hero feels so good.
It does. And I think it is because it's Benjez, right? Benjez was a carry player for super long, and I think they're like, we know you can carry a game too. And
The toss back again. They want Tomato. Open wounds will slow him down.
that'll be a kill.
And that's going to be another kill.
Nicely done. Tomato needs to just play back. He needs to abuse creep aggro a lot more. He's just trying to go for simple CS instead of pulling it back.
Tiny has enough to buy a bottle, so that's going to be their sustain.
That's so good. You're gonna get a wait. Do you get the bottle on Tiny even with an IO on your team?
Why not? I mean, you
True.
need an
There's 2
item. You need some
runes
mana
that
regen,
spawn
especially if
on
you're going to
each
get it that
side.
early on.
Yeah.
This many runes, I think you could do it. Oh, Matthew.
Hello. You definitely lose this one, Matthew. Oh, I wish the IO was running over to him. I think if the IO just ran to Schofield right there, they'd probably get a kill.
Probably. He's going to be able to poke around, though, quite a bit, so.
What just happened?
Just baiting him out. So it's just a straight up Mars versus Pango solo lane top.
I didn't
Both
even know
Raven.
Grimstroke has a taunt. Like, when he uses it,
What's his taunt?
it looks like he's using Stroke of Fate. That's pay to win.
Is it? Look at his cosmetics.
I know he's got,
No,
Oh,
what
yeah,
is
he
it?
does have a taunt.
Yeah, the
Harsh
harsh
critique.
critique. I'm gonna say it. I've said it multiple times, but Picasso is not art. That's all I want to say.
Thanks for that, Grant.
You're welcome.
I think there's a lot of those so-called artists. I'm not gonna say it's Picasso, but this modern art where you just do whatever you want, and you need to imagine what's on the picture.
Dude, my parents
Screw
buy
that
art like
shit.
that. I literally, it's the one thing I'm like, Dad, you're dumb. And then I don't actually say that because, you know, he's my dad.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is not art. And my mom's like, you just can't see it. I'm like, yeah, neither can you.
It's not there.
Oh, middle lane. They got a kill on Drake.
Schofield.
Yeah, this Schofield is doing work today. That's a haste rune, too.
Dude, I can't believe people just don't ban Tiny versus this team. You have Schofield and Whisper, like the two biggest Tiny players in SA.
Yeah. Oh, boy, Matthew, my friend.
Dude,
See you later.
This is it is a lot like last game, right? Like Infamous does have the better laning phase, but they will have worse team fight eventually. But they have better team fight than SG did last game, so they can definitely last a lot longer.
What's Ben Jazz doing up here? Level 5.
He's doing great.
Whisper also level 5 though. Who's gonna make more impact with their level 6? That's my question.
Honestly, they both reasonably low cooldowns for what they do. Obviously, you know, 90 Saints is pretty long, but I think it's worse because I think Whisper, he doesn't want to just sit lane and farm. Mars doesn't mind farming up a Vlad's death, so a Pango always wants to get involved. So I think when Whisper rotates, Benjaz is
Leo style, you are.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not sure if that
was not
needed,
necessary.
but
I
alright,
guess
he had 7 magic wand charges.
I guess he cleared the creep wave with it too, and it's the siege creep wave. I don't know, maybe just extra damage tower.
If it's ready, just use it.
Yeah. Already doing better than a lot
Notice
of
so
supports.
black and white for you, Lacoste.
Uh-oh.
Bottom lane, though, there is a gank coming out. They'll have to rage up. There's a decent amount of damage being thrown out. I'm not sure if they'll be able. Oh, the IO, though, coming in with the save. Stinger says, don't you worry, I got you. I got no healing for you, really, other than the base stuff, but does just pick up that bottle.
And there you go.
Top
Ben.
lane. Oh, Benjaz. Benjaz.
Dude, Infamous's movement,
I-
like, they're owning.
They're looking real good. I'm glad.
I like what
glad I
Pangolier did. He's already having a good time on the top lane, and when your mid rotates, you do not want to steal the kill from him because he's losing the gold and XP from the lane.
And you're gonna get the gold while he yeah, that's nice. That's good teamwork, dude. They've gotten a kill in every lane, like 2 kills in every lane, and they're rotating back
They're
middle.
going right back in for Leo style again.
Oh, Warlock.
Ryzen, he's there. He's got the shadow word. He's gonna try to heal. The silence can be like Schofield. He wants to come back in now.
Oh.
He's thinking about it. He wants it. Does get the avalanche off,
Saves him.
and that's it.
Dude, 3K lead for Infamous. They are owning.
Oh, Tomato. Slow down Stinger a little bit with those axes.
I think that's the biggest loss right now. Both people are farming well top, but Tomato is getting pretty beat up bottom.
Bodied. Yeah. Huh? They're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's kind of the main person to focus on, I think, besides Leo Style. Leo Style is just not having.
They're
a good
bodying
time
both
here.
of them, yeah. Schofield's actually just winning 2 lanes for his team right now.
Is Tomato a tilter?
I think most
I know
young
Leo Style
players are.
definitely is.
I think he's definitely gotten away from it. I think once you start playing with international teams, right? Tomato did go over to Europe for a bit last season and playing. I think it helped. It's just
How
growing
long
up,
did
right?
that last?
3 months, not much, maybe less. Yeah, you gotta have to be careful bottom. They're gonna be able to start diving you pretty soon.
Well, they also have to be careful, though. Yeah, put out the Phantom's Embrace over on the IO. He's got to go take him off. Can't just go right back in, though. If he wants, has the tether up. He'll get the overcharge. He'll turn back around again. In comes Schofield and the Queen of Pain.
With an
of
arcane
course,
rune.
Ryzen. He gets knocked back, tossed into the air, and he's going to get booped on the nose by Hector.
This is a slaughter.
Tomato now. Oh, Tomato. There is no escape from this, my friend. He will get taken down. And are they still
what you
TPing everybody
doing?
in one at a time? That's not a good idea.
Mars,
Although it looks
yeah.
like they might be able to get a kill over onto Schofield finally. Io will just tether away to Hector.
Dude, that was a 4v5 fight with the Pango just farming top.
And
this
VP
is a
does
beatdown.
not have a point in ulti yet.
I've seen this and I do not like it. I've seen this build a lot. Ugh.
Has a point in silence instead. I'm not sure who's gonna rotate mid to try to kill that Queen of Pain.
Silence. Stinger, can he keep him alive long enough? He's gonna try. There's the overcharge. Have any bottle charges? We're out of bottle charge. Oh my word.
This is, if you're at Ego Boys right now, you're not feeling good at all.
No. Hector bullying Benjaz. It's a whole big bunch of bullies today.
Yep.
Top lane, looks like we got a rolling thunder.
Perfect place for
Yep.
Pango.
Let's get another couple hits over here on the Ryzen.
Oh, he'll get the kill, but he misses a few swashbuckle hits.
Tap, tap. And there goes the
Can't do that against Whisper.
Middle lane again. Oh, Tomato. He should be able to TP out. But
Dude, all the way, but he just got there. He just the TP back. It's like he died pretty much, except he didn't lose the gold.
Schofield, my dude.
This is, I have not. So we go from yesterday where no game ends before 60, and now we're just getting 3 stomps in a row, it feels like. But here we go. You get a whiz.
Yeah. 5-minute room, or 10 minutes, sorry. 10 minutes, wow, lost time.
Still only a 2-for-2 trade though, and they still, let's see, will he get ulti at level 7 Lacoste on DP? Or at level 8, I mean.
He should, for sure.
Let's see.
Level 8? Yeah,
Yes.
there it is.
And now you gotta like pressure a tower or something. You need to do something.
That's 5k net worth lead at 10 minutes.
It looks like Radiant did want to set something up middle. There was like 4 heroes there, but it's Queen of Pain, so the Mars isn't even the best.
They need to get the rock online. They're so close to getting that 6, yeah.
Chris Luck, his ulti's already up because he got that arcane rune at 8 minutes in.
Lucky, lucky.
Now he has a regen. When we saw Chris Luck lose on Quap yesterday, it was because the enemy team dominated the runes, and so far Chris Luck has gotten every rune on Quap. Leo style dead again.
Then Jazz TPing in. This is not a good place for him as the IO will be coming out. There's going to be Chris Luck. There's a lot of people down here. Not looking super great. They go and do drop the rock. There's a Sonic Wave onto the back line. They'll take down Matthew. They'll take down
That's
Ryzen.
a chain feed right there.
This is an absolute slaughter. They get the golem that usually feels strong this early, dies in one hit.
Dies, yeah. That wasn't even the whole team.
Dude, what is happening? Infamous looks like a freaking god tier.
Catburgers, man. There's a reason they've gone to several minors.
They're showing they know how to move around. They're going to take the tower after that too, not just a bunch of rotations. Queen of Pain's already pushing middle tower as well.
And while everyone was bottom to kill the tower, Queen of Pain pressuring the mid lane, top lane, Tiny will have a Blink Dagger 12 minutes in.
Oh boy.
Jeez Louise. Old Schofield.
Look at him go.
Let's see. Okay. Almost thought he might get the deny.
You can't
Yep.
miss the last hits when
On
you're playing
Tiny.
position 4, who's relying on getting a Blink Dagger.
He'll
this
let it
early
hit it one
on.
more time and then deny it. Yep. Bonk. And there's the blink. My man, the king of last hitting.
You missed
We
that
just
one.
jinxed him.
Yeah, he already had. He saw he had enough for blink. He's like, ah, I'm good, whatever.
Like, I can afford to let one slip.
I think he. Yeah. I don't know. Why is no one up here from Radiant? They're really serious. They should get a ward,
Do
like
not
maybe
know.
behind the tier 1 tower, and then you can.
Swoogity swooty. Whispers coming for that Death Prophet booty. Ryzen hiding over on the side. Does not have the
Veil on Chris Luck now.
penalty yet.
Another
And
arcane
another
rune.
arcane rune.
They're just dominating. I mean, now that maybe the 2 4-minute runes you can test, but now that they're so far ahead, you can't even contest this. This Queen of Pain will just solo kill anyone who goes for a rune.
I feel like Ryzen's been kind of reduced to just an ultimate right now. Oh, I heard. Okay, yeah.
Just farming.
He's doing Stinger.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, why Sentry?
Maybe it's
Biggie, that was a misclick, I think. Maybe.
no, it's a Radiant Sentry. They probably thought there was a ward behind the tower, and there wasn't. So, but they do get Stinger. Nice play. They need to get anything they get right now is nice because it feels like. I mean, Infamous was 10k up at 12 minutes in.
We
So
got a full Maelstrom on Whisper.
yes, he has Aghanim's queued up as a 3rd item.
Lord.
Good.
Oh, middle lane, they find the kill on Leo Style yet again. Look at these TPs, though. The buyback comes out from Death Prophet.
So
They
long.
want this fight. They need to get more kills. They need to get something done with this. Are they going to be able to take down Chris Luck? They'll finally take him out. That's pretty good. But Whisper now
relocate in the
just gonna
back
keep
lines.
rolling back around. In comes the IO, going to be able to help out Schofield. They'll still bind them up. I don't think they're too concerned about this, though. They want to be tied together anyways. And while this is going on, they'll lose Ryzen, they'll lose Matthew, but they do eventually lose Schofield. Whisper's still here. That's a lot of damage that this does. Oh, but in comes Hector. Hector is going to try to get the kill on the Death Prophet. He finds it. The buyback coming out from the Wisp. Are they going to be able to grab someone? I don't think they have anything. Oh, the Avalanche?
Oh,
no,
does not
so
connect.
close.
Dang.
Ooh,
Well-
that fight. Queen of Pain should be more careful because she has no defensive items. She's all on offensive.
Yeah.
And 3 points in Grimstroke, Phantom's Embrace, had her just enough to keep her locked down with the follow-up global from that Prophet. Man, Vorlock does not have boots.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have gold. He's just having a sad old time right now.
Not having a good time.
Does this hurt?
Yes.
Like-
Where are you watching?
Leo Style hopefully is just having some connection issues.
No. I just don't even see, like, they're losing team fight. They lost their first team fight with Rock Fatal Bonds bottom. They do have Rock Fatal Bonds again. They're probably going to give it one more go here, and I think Infamous, if they win one more team fight, they take Roche, and it's going to be a nice, simple game for them. What is the, sorry, what's Mars going?
Mars is going Blink Dagger.
Blink, okay.
Oh no, did Leo Style rage quit?
No.
No. Just some miscommunication. I guess he didn't notice.
He didn't notice his teammate never
maybe-
reconnected.
Maybe he doesn't even talk when they're on Discord.
Yeah.
Does this hurt?
Alright.
There we go.
Alright,
There.
now we're going.
And let's see. They're just going to come over here. Run on the Radiant side together. They're going right for a try. I love that. They're not even content with killing 4 heroes.
You got
They're
a
like,
Blink
let's
Dagger
get
and a
fifth.
haste on this Tiny.
Yep, you might see this troll just die if he shows. He might die under tower.
Look at the circle.
Warlock is going up there to help him possibly. He does have ulti on troll now, so you have to burst him. I don't think they have these two don't have enough burst, I don't think.
Oh, they're gonna give it a shot anyways. There's the Avalanche opening up all with the swashbuckle. Yeah, they've got enough
Guess
burst,
not.
Grant.
If you don't hit the R, I mean, Avalanche, you can hit it through it since it doesn't continuously stun you anymore. Why didn't he?
I think
Am I-
he's still dead anyway.
I mean, he's going to die, but at least your Warlock's there. You have a chance. There's only 2 heroes, right? And you have a tier 2. Like, people can definitely TP. Just feels like they've almost given up.
It's gonna be the Rolling Thunder right around the shrine, coupled up with the IO. That Mars just obliterated, and
Oh,
Whisper
God.
still looking for more. Gonna keep rolling around over here, throw out another swashbuckle, get that disarm off over here onto the Grimstroke. And IO's just gonna tag along and says, don't worry, buddy, I got you, I got you. They're still coming in though. Chris Luck sitting on the back
Disarm
line.
on
Do
troll.
they dive? That's the question. Oh, Schofield! They just popped Tomato. Sad Tomato.
GG, Tomato calls it. It's
They
over.
call it.
I don't blame him. I really
Yeah.
don't. This isn't like a rage quit like this game is 100% over. This was, I mean,
This was
me and you
game.
picked
dumb.
Ego Boys.
I picked
Let's
Hamburguesa.
see.
Well, not Hamburguesa.
Let's see. Okay, Lacoste. Let's see. What did like actually go wrong? Was the tri lane just really well played? Like what actually happened? Because we both picked Ego Boys.
This Tiny did
Stone.
so much. I know that
Oh.
Grimstroke and Warlock are vulnerable to any kind of
Burst, like you
burst
said.
damage. Queen of Pain was a good pick from them, but I don't think this game should have ended this quickly.
Yeah,
It was just a
50.
stomp. Their TP rotations were extremely bad.
That was the game. Yeah.
On the bottom tier 1 tower especially. Really not coordinated. And the supports were really under-leveled, even with the books. So they could not do much. I think if they use Fatal Bonds there, also the damage was not there. Mars pops the ulti, but still,
What else?
Dead Prophet also didn't even have ulti
Till
when she
8.
TP'd. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of mistakes made by
Yeah. I agree. It
Radiant
definitely.
team.
Schofield definitely gets MVP, and it was like you said, right? They took a 3v5 fight bottom. Schofield's farming top. Queen of Pain's middle pushing. They're somehow winning a 3v5 fight and farming 2 other lanes. It was a complete outplay. Complete outplay.
Yeah, well, they looked pretty good here for sure.
Yeah.
Hector didn't die a single time during that entire game.
I hope not. It was 15 minutes long. He's
That's
a life
true.
stealer.
That's true.
I'm actually surprised.
Chris Luck did
I'm
get,
surprised Chris Luck died.
well, there was the Phantom's Embrace that really
Yeah.
got him in on that time. He just couldn't get away fast enough. Same
Bam,
with Whisper, but
he had enough money for the Radiance as well. So he had a 15-minute phase boots Midas Radiance. That is insane.
yeah,
this
I
game
don't.
was just stomped.
It was.
I don't think you let Infamous get a Tiny. Honest, like you said
I
earlier.
agree. You have 2 of the best. You have literally the
Just
best
Whisper
off lane.
and Schofield
and
Are
Schofield.
just incredible with that hero. So
Yeah, so, well, if you guys just got here, the game's already over. Ego Boys gets destroyed. I'll just say they get absolutely
they got
destroyed.
dumpstered.
That means Infamous, they pretty much moved to the top of the leaderboards there in SA. I think they
I
might
think
have
they're
secured top 4.
now, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. And Ego
Tell
Boys,
us.
they
Mr.
drop
Expert.
because they were 2-2, so they're 2-3 now.
Yeah.
Team Ham's really happy about this.
Team Ham is currently 3-3.
Yep, Ego Boys is 2-3 now because they just got that loss. So Team Ham is very, very happy with that. Oh, they're 3-3. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So it's tied. So who are the last games for both teams? Because they both only have 1 game left on Ham and Ego Boys. No, we don't cast
We
either
don't
of
have
them.
either of them. Yeah.
Who haven't we seen?
Because we've just got Thunder Predator, Furia, and G Pride. And we do have a Pain Gaming.
Okay, we do have the Pain. So 5-1, 3-2. Infamous looks like they're guaranteed. Thunder Predator actually did lose their last match. They go from 3-1 to 3-2. And look at how many teams have 3 wins. Even Gorilla's Pride, they still have a shot. Furia did get another win as well. So they take a W after they take that first loss. I mean, Furia's still in it technically because everyone's losing. If they go 3-4.
We've said this region is incredibly stacked. Like, a lot of these teams are around the same level of skill. So it makes for some very exciting Dota. Unfortunately, this one was a bit of a stomp. But I have seen some interesting matches so far today. And we definitely have more coming up.
What's the next one,
The
Moxxi?
next game.
What is it?
If you ask nicely, I'll tell you.
Moxxi, can you please help the audience learn what the next game is?
Well, you know, yeah, sure. I'll go for it.
No,
So
never mind. It's already on the screen. We don't need you.
Damn it. All right. Anyways, it's going to be Ego Boys versus,
Nah.
sorry. Nope, that was the one we just
Thunder
did.
Predator.
Sorry, Thunder Predator versus Furia.
Thanks,
So got
Moxxi.
some-
This one actually, this is a pretty big deal because Furia is still technically in it because this is their very last match. If they lose this, they are
They're
guaranteed out. If they win, they have to hope a lot of other teams lose, like 3 of them, honestly, which is still a chance. So if Furia loses this one, they're completely out. If Thunder Predator wins, they'll go to, what, 4-2 or 5-2, and they're pretty much in winners. So this next match means quite a bit for both teams.
What do you think, Lacoste, after what we've seen so far?
I'd say a lot of these teams are on equal scale. You can see the clear difference between the ones that are at the top here, but really unpredictable Dota being played, the clear difference in what's in meta and what they're picking. Some of the heroes are the same, but the things like Enchantress Opener, also Pangolier being played a lot. I don't necessarily think Pango is a bad hero at all. I just don't think. There's a reason why top-tier teams are not picking it.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have Thunder Predator versus Furia. I got it right this time.
Hype.